Didn't want to play chat anyway. Exactly. Oh, Naughty Pine. That's so bad, Naughty Pine. Oh, we must have bombed on that recently. That was yesterday at the end of the stream. That's a decent path. I should do some thematic runs, yeah? We got any chat-inspired challenges? So I can escape A20 for a while. Oof. Challenge, enjoy SES. Whoa. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Get some damage. Do you think he saw us? No, that's a blind dinosaur. Or maybe it's a one-eyed dinosaur. It is, it's a do you think he saw us? What do you call his dog? Thinkosaurus Rex. Oh. Oh, this one's... Oh, Panz way so good at the game. Potentially could have gone for this one. No, I'm fine. Good fight. Oh. Neutralize upgrade, nice. Hello. This is good. Just pick up a deadly poison, I'll be fine, yeah? Good fight. Some good relics. Shame about the cards. Do we have an upgrade? Sure. Hey Zergos, how you doing? I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. How's your Final Fantasy going, man? You would have seen the Final Fantasy online expansion release. I watched the Square Enix review conference just before the stream. Somewhat excited. You already bought it. Nice. You grouping up with lots of people? Huh. That's looking good. Pay to win confirmed. Zerg, I didn't know you're that type of person. I think it's probably like the most defensive deck I've ever had at this stage of the game. Oh, okay, except for the one where I had 2 Wraith Forms already. But that kind of doesn't count, right? No, defensive. I said defensive. Why don't you listen? I say these things and just no one listens. It's pretty slow though. Well, I think it can be. So what are you apart from the Final Fantasy Online, what are you looking most excited for? Oh, and Cyberpunk, of course. This year, from E3, that getting released this year that's been in E3, Zergos. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, thank you. What was announced? Lots of stuff. I like the poison rank up. I got the buffer. I think we're fine. Let's just let the poison stack up over 6 turns. Yes. There we go. I don't know how to do maths. It's gonna go up by 74. Just add BR mode. That's fair. How's this for calculated? $76. Yeah, let's be honest. Save the World was fun for about 5 seconds. H1Z1, but that was a BR game though, right? Good fight. Oh, originally it was a zombie survival game, was it? There you go. Oh, and then, yeah, it was H1Z1. And then it became H1Z1, was it King of the Kill or King of the Hill? Either way, yeah, yeah. And then they dropped that whole, the whole, like DayZ had like a last man standing thing. They used to run tournaments, and some guy, because they're some guy, they used to spawn up the server, and some guy used to have to run around and manually grab items and drop it in the area that they wanted to play the tournament in. Hey Jados, how you doing, buddy? So there's like a, yeah. So someone literally had to run around and Enter the Gungeon is now for free. Epic's just put Enter the Gungeon out for free. Devolver. There you go. Update. The DayZ standalone. Yeah, it was the DayZ standalone. And so they had to spawn a server with one guy, and he would go in there and he'd move all the loot he could find from the server into wherever they were going to do the Battle Royale mode. You can buy the... How does it compare? Like, what is the difference in the bootlegs? Like, are they actually the exact same game, or did they actually make bootleg copies that look nothing like the original? Hey, look, I hate the Epic thing as much as everyone else, and I refuse to buy an Epic exclusive title on principle. You know, because I'm a firm believer of every one vote matters, right? And I don't like it, so I'm making a stand with my wallet. I will not buy a title that they've made Epic exclusive. I don't like that. So that's me talking with my wallet. And I'll share that with anyone who wants to listen. So it's also a word of mouth thing. But I'll take their free games. That's a different subject matter. And I would, if a game is offered on both Steam and Epic and the discount is big enough, I would possibly buy it from them. Except for the fact that I like having more of my games in one location. But, I like the fact they give more money to the developers. I just don't like the shenanigans with taking titles as exclusive titles that are third-party property games. I haven't. I struggle a lot with the top-down games with scrolling, and bullet dodging and stuff. Whereas with statically positioned screens, I do it fine. I do okay if it's just scrolling in one direction, like if it's left or right or up and down. But the ones where they're constantly sort of, I just struggle to do the brain to hand to thing. I take that die just to add a bit extra damage in. I never said it's fine if it's a Steam exclusive. Don't put words in my mouth. I don't think Steam has... I mean, I could be wrong, but I can't remember a game where Steam has enforced an exclusivity contract with anyone. I don't have Team Fortress 2, so there you go. But if a developer chooses to go exclusive with someone for no reason, you know, that would be up to them. But we all know, like, it's been well documented that Epic is, I wouldn't say coerced, bribed maybe, has offered exclusive contracts in exchange for something. Yeah, that's a first party. So Nintendo making Nintendo exclusive games, or like Blizzard games on the Blizzard launcher, that's what's called first party intellectual property, because the studio is owned, or the studios are owned, or either fully or in part owned by the publisher, or in this case the selling house. So having a first party property as exclusive, well, that's common practice in a lot of businesses. But taking third party, like approaching a third party that had planned to put its games available on a whole bunch of distribution platforms, and then saying, nope, we're going to offer you a deal so you only sell it through us, so that the consumer can only buy it from us. I'm not a fan of that. And like I said, that's where I draw a line. So I'm not going to purchase a product that's sort of under that sort of contract. Dota 2 is owned by Valve. And Steam is Valve, so it's a first-party product. Which is also free to play, though. The $5. I'm not familiar with them, Chromosis, so can't comment. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Ezio. I mean, it's a first-party property, and they're just saying, nope, we're going to release it on our platform. Is it really a platform? I guess it is. And we're choosing not to release it anywhere else. Okay, so the issue where a lot of the hate came from, Team and Taylor, is that they went to games that had been crowdfunded through like Kickstarter and other crowdfunding sources, where people were, for let's say $30. You crowdfund a game for $30 and you were promised your choice of Steam or GOG key before the Epic Store was available. And then Epic went to those games and got them to sign exclusives, in which case then they went back to their backers and said, we cannot give you a Steam key even though that's what you backed, because we've signed an exclusive deal with Epic. You know, they went to games that had been already up for sale for pre-release on other platforms. So it's not a matter of going to a game developer studio at the start and saying, we want to help invest in your growth and sign you on as a developer, which they've recently done with Rocket League. They bought that game studio, so that's now their property. So that, you know, and they'll support the studio, so that's fine. That happens a lot. But they've gone and taken games off the shelf of other stores. That's not cool. You know, and a lot of times it's not the developers that are making the decision. It's the publisher. So you've got the developer, the publisher, and then the sales place. And Epic and Steam are like sales. They're like the shops. And a lot of times the publisher takes makes the deal, and the developers just have to sell it where it's published. And unfortunately, because it's something that happens in business, we, as the public, aren't privy to a lot of the contractual obligations. So we don't know what sort of signing bonus the publisher gets. So the developer might not get that cut. Epic may be going to the publisher and saying, Metro Exodus is a big one where they went to Deep Silver and said, we want Exodus for exclusive. Deep Silver said yes. The developing team didn't have a say in it. So who gets the exclusivity bonus? Well, no one knows because it wasn't shared with us. So which, if it was going to the devs, I'm pretty sure the devs and the publishing house would be the first to share and say, we forwarded this onto our development team. Yeah, I agree. So there's equal opportunity blame that can go on the dev team and the sales store. Whereas, it's kind of like convincing someone to do something bad is still a pretty bad act to do, right? So blame on both fault, but blame on both fault on both sides, I should say. So people that had pre-ordered Exodus on Steam I believe they still got a Steam copy, but there were some people that were just waiting because, it's a high price point game, so a lot of people don't want to pre-order long-term in advance. They like, a lot of people, a large majority of player bases pre-order in the week or 2 weeks prior to launch. So that way you're sort of putting your game money into a game and then you're getting it a couple weeks later. And then a couple weeks later you might pre-order another game and play that instead of having a whole bunch of money already like locked up into pre-orders, months in advance. So that was a bit, and other people, I don't personally have an issue with Epic's privacy stuff. I'm not aware of any of my information being made available to someone I don't want it being made aware of, but I guess how would you know if it's happened unless they come and tell you? And I have made 2 purchases on Epic, and I haven't had any, future credit card issue or any credit card issues, with them, or with anyone. So I can't comment on top of that, but I have heard from people that have had issues with that. I think the other issue is that, in part, they put out a message a long time ago when they brought up the store, that their whole reason for having the store was to create a marketplace with, a competitive marketplace which would benefit developers, which is amazing because, give developers more money so we can have great games. And then they turn around and start making exclusive contracts on all these games. It's like, well, hang on. That's not a competitive marketplace. Lets you do whatever price point, that's you forcing us to buy games from you. Whereas if you were going to sell the game for the same price or even a little bit cheaper and give the devs a bigger cut, that would incentivize players to want to come and support this cause. Console's different though. Okay, because console is an actual something you need to do a different development cycle to have it play on. It's not a store where you're selling it from. That would be like, you know what I mean? Whereas a PC game is a PC game, whether you get it from Epic or GOG or Steam. Now, it might need to have a little bit of development done to interface with that launcher. So there is a tiny bit of work there, but overall, the actual product is complete. You don't need to do any more development. Whereas if you develop for Xbox, you need to port that or have a development cycle that is allowed for multiple platforms. And a lot of games that come out on, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and PC, they've been developed like that from the start. So they haven't been ported. They've been developed specifically for multiple platforms, and that's why those games tend to have less issues. And then you see some games that were made for one platform, and when they get ported, they're just bug-riddled messes. I'm doing okay, Balthamos. Thanks for asking. Hey, Crit, how you doing? You also mentioned I've mentioned the Blizzard store. That's their own product, right? So they don't sell their product on anywhere else. That's fine. That's their stuff. That's cool. Hey, DJ Dragonflame. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Still sound a bit bad, but feeling good. Hey, I've got no problem with Epic taking a swing at Valve. I just think there's a lot better ways to do it than signing a lot of games to... Blizzard made COD? That's Activision, right? Like offering publishing developers large cut of sales, that's it. Like, which is what Epic's doing. They have said that they give their developers, I don't know the percentage number, but it's higher than Steam, right? Which is a good thing. Right? But then, how much sales do they lose because the exclusive thing? Dreamt about a mega sandwich and now it's gone. Oh, because it was in your dream. I don't know if I want to be down on like 25 hit points. But what it's called isn't what it's owned by. I mean, it's called the Steam app, not the Valve app, right? I think Epic's the only one that, it's the Epic launcher and it's owned by Epic, so kudos to them for naming something after themselves, I guess. Also, I guess whoever made it at the time doesn't matter, it's who it's owned by, who it's currently owned by. Which I think, technically, even though Blizzard sort of gets its own sort of free reign with World of Warcraft, I'm pretty sure Activision could step in at some point and be jerks if they were dumb enough. Where can you compare your daily challenge score with other people? There's a leaderboard in-game. Maybe that's a wrong play. No, I gotta get poison wrong. Oof. What do you mean by made no sense? Like, if it's just garbled and you can't read it, just go back out and go back in again. Sometimes that'll fix that. If it's... you don't understand how someone scored so high, they probably cheated. How do you decide whether to take apparition or not? 9 times out of 10 you take it, and the 10th time you probably still take it. Yeah, so they cheated. If it's a daily and they got 4,000, yeah, they just cheated. So one of the easiest ways to decide whether to take... like, it's a lot harder to decide not to take apparitions, because they're ridiculously strong. How can you cheat? I don't know, and, well, I do know, but I'm not going to explain how to, because I don't want more cheaters existing. You know, like... if you're in a situation, like, let's pretend the path I went... please don't explain how to cheat, Asian dog. Let's say this path didn't exist. Right, well, yeah, so this link wasn't here. Whatever reason, it came that way. And so we know we're going to fight an elite, and we're on really low health. We're probably going to die anyway, so take the apparitions, it might help you out. If you... in a situation like this where we've got a chance to heal, it's a bit tougher, but the apparitions, they're just so strong. Like, in this case scenario, we've got well-laid plans. I can get to a couple campfires and upgrade a couple of them so we can hold onto them for turns where we need them. We've got, especially in the deck where we've got like a couple footworks and good block cards, so these will allow us to play our powers, and then we're fine once they're gone. We get heaps more block out of, like, what have we got? 3... I got 2 footwork, 3, 5, 7 dexterity, so our blocks are worth 12 block once our apparitions are gone, so that's pretty good. That'll keep us going. What am I going to get to here? I'm going to get like 22. If you don't discard them, just play them, right? Because they stack. So if you have 2 of them, you can play both of them, and you'll have the apparition for next turn as well. They're not a must take, especially lower ascensions. They're just really strong. Yeah. So Ironclad could be a reason not to if you've already got like a feed and you're building high health. But the thing is, like, if you take the apparition, you can feed and get your health back as well, and have apparitions in your deck now, which is also really strong. I'm gonna need 3 turns to win. 80. If you've already taken vampires, you might not take apparitions. Because your health might already be low. don't want a second well egg Panz. Second piercing rails could go. If you have a toxic egg, I don't think I'd ever pass them up. Unless very specific reason. Because they're going to come already upgraded. Hola. This is called Slay the Spire. Just out of curiosity, how did you come by the channel? Being broadcast somewhere else? I'm on national TV. Hello, TV. Oh, almost bottom deck. A little bit of faster speed up there. Will come at the cost of not finding the apparitions all the time. Oh, it's a big boy. What did we lose? What did we get, actually? Oh, clumsy. We might just even leave that in the deck. Hey, Balthmas, what were you just saying? Hey, Thumpao, how you doing? So I was going to use the buffer anyway. Probably should have let the thing through. Hello, Exploits. How are you today? Oh, grand finale is so good. Chilly enough to let the windows open. Has it been too hot? Is that why you've kept them shut? Snacko. Oh, maybe we just let the buffer take this one. Oh, okay, so leaving the windows shut keeps the keeps the temperature down. Right, I getcha. Let the buffer take that one. Boom. I bombed out against Guardian. Let's go ahead and take that second deadly poison. I think we need a third footwork. Maybe a third leg sweep? Yeah, let's do that. Fourth footwork, sorry, yeah. Fourth footwork could have been okay. Hey Zanza, how you doing? Yeah, like I said, I've been over the sickness for a couple days. It's just waiting for my body to catch up and be like, oh, wait. We can heal you. I'm gonna pre-block. I'm gonna pre-block. I finished day 2 of E3 as well, so I'm getting pumped up for all the games. All the games. Have we got a decision on my friend Pedro? I'm keen. I'm keen for my friend Pedro. Fave game from day 2. Wow. That's not fair. Top 3, still not fair. Okay, standouts. Okay, because there's games that I want to play. Then there's games that I think that'll stream very well. That I want to play. And then there's just games that I think are really good, but I'm personally not interested in. But I really like the actual game. You know, one of those games. I like the game, but not really interested in it. But it looked amazing and the presentation was good. Doom Eternal. What about Cyberpunk exploits? But Doom, yeah, Doom's going to be pretty amazing. You like to kill, yeah. Okay. For me, Trine was up there. Trine 4. I think that's like going to be a really cool, chill, super fun game. Plus, it means we'll have to play through the first 3 of them. So I get to replay some of those great games. You don't know what Hellside Punk about. In all fairness, if Doom Eternal wasn't a sequel of a or a continuation of a great franchise, we don't know what that's about either, right? Hey, Canary Bird. I've got all these games going through my head and I can't remember what they were called. Let's take an extra footwork, why not? Especially with calipers, it's going to get strong. Where's my big list? Big list of games. Alright, so since I'm going to be watching day 3 next, obviously because it comes after day 2, I'll know to remember what was my favourite one from the day. Just for you guys. Put 100 into which 3? Yeah, it's gonna be a 100-hour plus game, yeah. I mean, Dying Light 2 looks amazing, but that's not till next year. Oh, there's a little indie game, El Hijo. That looked pretty cool. Oh, Rad and Oninaki. They looked great. Outriders. Oh, Unexplored 2. That's going to be amazing. Nice little puzzle game. Roguelite, sorry. Oh, probably the biggest one for me though, Watch Dogs Legion. Having that granny, just walk up and tap the bad guy in the face and then turn around and just blow him away. That was awesome. Lemmings just released I don't know if it's just released, but Mrs. Panz is currently playing a Lemmings mobile game, which is pretty cool. It's got all the Lemmings levels at heart, like the old school Lemmings at heart. However, it's a don't play to gain lives format. I hate those. No, you're misquoting Dr. Idiot. It's still real games, just not real gamers. Big difference. By the way, rip Dr. Idiot. I wonder if this one's going to be a perma. I've got to remember to play out the extra energy. Normally you don't play extra energy because you don't need to, but I have calipers and this one block could matter. And those kind of games candy crush your spirit. So bad. I think we're in a good place. I mean, we don't have any large poison jumps like Catalyst, but I'm pretty sure we're fine here. We are going to want to block, though, with the apparitions, maybe. No, we're fine. Let's just keep 2 apparitions. Alright, so this is going to push into split next turn, which kind of sucks. We don't get that big jump into there. But... I did play the block cards, didn't I? Oh, maybe I didn't. I'm sorry. Triple upgraded catalyst, nice. You just throw them out like candy then. Oh, you're hitting for 20. How quaint. Apparently 9 dexterity helps more than apparitions. Who knew? I wanted to. I could have played an apparition and carried over a lot of block for next turn. It's okay, Baltar. Pissing on my phone. Oh, I still have my buffer as well. And an apparition. The chomp, El Campeon. Adrenaline is amazing. I don't think we need a dex spot. I don't think we need 5 energy. Tiny house, legitimate best choice. I wonder if we need another footwork. You know, I think we're good. Hang on. Let's not start throwing around accusations like one of best players bullshit, right? You don't want to get sued. Like, come on. You're going to be accurate. Like some schmuck who... a job? Oh. Yeah, the issue is being... I mean, I'm a sucker for the Footworks. Some schmuck that throws cards around for... to maybe be able to buy lunch is probably a more accurate... We have to go there. Fine. I'm going to take the 2 stores and maybe we find something that turns this around. That's cool. We can use the apparition or... and save the buffer. I think so. Oh, Naughty Pine, that was bad. You want to send me a case of Dr. Pepper? Thumppower, you're a beautiful, beautiful person. That would be amazing. Someone told me to get a post office box a long time ago, and I just said, no, I don't want people sending me stuff. And you know, I just have, you know, I don't want to be the... I'll end up crying on stream if I open presents. And no one wants to see that. That doesn't add up. Raw human motion is big, yeah. We got Ori 2 coming out early next year. Like, there's gonna be tears. Where's my corpse explosion? Big bucks to see tears glisten in the beard. Oh, you guys. Actually, I might need to bump a card. Hey, there we go, finally. Okay, good. Oh, Crippling Cloud Plus becomes upgraded. Oh, hello. Hello. Okay, we do have another store, so we don't have to remove straight away. Unless we want to go for 2 removes. I think we win fine enough now with just the Noxious Fumes and some poison, but a Catalyst is a nice little burst. So we're not using this to get a straight up win, we're just using it. It's going to be, well, it's going to be a Catalyst. There's a couple rare relics that I think we might want to have money for. And I don't think we get that money back over 2 floors. Art of War does look pretty good, considering we're playing a lot of skills, but I don't think we need the 5 energy, and we have no draw. Adrenaline, but it comes with energy, so it doesn't really matter. Well-laid plans is kind of like draw because you're holding extra cards, so you might use extra energy to play, but... we could even go spoon for the apparitions. I'm gonna leave for the next door. I don't think we've seen a bag of crap. Spoon with clumsy. Oh, that would be awful. There's an argument made to use the skill potion here, since we're low health and we want to be upgrading. I think it's worth having to use 2 pots to have a shot at keeping... Yeah. Yeah. So first, there's a lot of one-time cards. So it does mean we have a larger first time through the deck. But it's quite small after the first time through. Bottle an adrenaline. Or an apparition. No, bottling apparitions are not good against a lot of things. They can be good against the first 2 bosses. Well... I don't think we're going to see anything better until later in the Act 4, so I think we need to. Get to retain 2 block. I'm gonna let Buffer take this one. I have to let Buffer take this one. Let's do that instead. Come on. Was back. Thank you so much for the 2 months.
GLHF.
Thank you so much, dude. I'll do my best. Appreciate the continued support. Oh, Nutty Pine. Thanks for giving some love and hype for Wazbeck. Guys, feel free to jump in when we get subs and go stupid with emotes. Yeah. Am I taking damage with this? I think I will, so I don't want to. Well, maybe we don't. 25. We take 1. I don't want to take 1. There you go, Pickle Beast. That's a way to do it. Baby tech. I'm gonna take an acrobatics. We don't have any backflips, so having a little bit of draw. Man, a backflip would be amazing. Just saying. Game. And if I hadn't dodged and rolled, that would have taken my my buffer. Catalyst anytime now. We could lose buffer here. Maybe not. We got enough. We should have enough block. Okay. Cool. We have to recall somewhere. Probably here. It's a decay. Oh, T-set. Yeah. Decay's not the greatest. The clumsy can stay, the decay probably needs to go. It's annoying, it can take buffer as well sometimes. I think I need to hold up on that catalyst a little bit. No, I don't think we're going to get the upgrades, like get those upgrades happening. Okay, apparition is amazing. Do anything, we'll just let the puffer take that. What am I going to need to get that to? Probably 30. Before we do it. Do I have a ghost in my jar for this bad? There we go. Would you be comfortable receiving frequent feedback, even if it's not constructive? Why would you ever give non-constructive feedback? Yeah. Here at XYZ Corp, we like to put down our staff to lower their morale, so that when we finally do give them a crumb of something good, they really like it more. Sound like Chris Carnes? Okay. Could you refrain from speaking? It's not that we don't appreciate what you have to say, it's we don't like your voice. Any piercing whales is too many. I guess we're gonna find out. How did I manage to get a cold in the middle of summer? Because it's the middle of winter. Also, like, although it's more likely to get flus and colds and things in colder climates, it's actual being cold's not how you get the cold. You get it from like germs from someone who has one. So like if I like cough all over someone who's traveling to come meet you, and then they cough all over you, you're probably going to get it. Sharing is caring, right? Well, I mean, that's in your own house or other people's houses. Most businesses run the AC all year round. Just because office buildings need temperature regulation, because they either get too hot or they get too cold. It's also why, like, it's really common to get sick in hospital. You go to hospital for an injury, and it's really common to get sick because there's a lot of other people sick there and air circulation and things. I mean, a lot of it's also people go to work when they're sick because their stupid bosses don't let them take time off, but their bosses are happy for them to infect everyone. If you're a stupid boss, don't be. Yeah, so it's less likely to get sick in summer because, like, if I cough into my hand and then use a door in the middle of summer, those, you know, if I was sick, those germs are going to die off a lot quicker than they are in winter. Oh, get out. Yeah, it does depend on the germ as well. The common cold doesn't exist in Alaska. It's just a state of being. How would you know? Like, at what stage does it, like, it just becomes stupid at some point, doesn't it? when I draw an opening hand of just Footworks, which is fine because I have an adrenaline. Okay. I like using the apparition here. Because that way, like, I probably got more value in the fight using the buffer on that turn, but I can't I don't have well-laid plans, so I can't guarantee having the apparition later. Okay. No point using an apparition. Oh, look at this. Wow. What a dirty turn. I have to use the apparition. Bad game. Ask a lad? Interesting concept. Nice. Okay, let's do it. It's so dumb, Panz. 2, 4, 6, 8. Nine, 17 decks. Alright, 5 piercing whales. 3 leg sweeps. Deck is extremely defensive. I'm gonna get one shot somewhere. I just know that, right? We just know that. Let's just go ahead and upgrade the catalyst now. Hey Yudako, how you doing? Alright, that's pretty much what we want to see here.
Everyone, get in here! Pile on!
Soka, thank you so much for the host. Welcome everyone. Just playing some Slay the Spire. I'm currently on my way out of a cold, so my throat's a little bit raspy. Unless you find it extremely attractive, then I sound like this all the time. By somewhere do I mean Act 4 Elites, turn 2? Yeah, that's exactly where. Against those jerks. We don't have well-laid plans yet. I'm calling the F now. Show you guys a win? Oh man. No pressure. No pressure. This is the right. If I'd known I was going to have to show a win, I wouldn't have taken so many Footworks. Brain melting is a thing. Okay, well laid plans. I think we have more than that, Naughty Pine. I may have been offered extras and didn't say no. We're going to be splitting at an awkward number. And we block real hard though. Sometimes. Uh-oh. I'm gonna trigger him next turn. It's only 6 damage. Seriously decay. We have an apparition in hand now too. Looking alright. Phalangia, yeah. We have a crazy amount of block. I think I want to take the 1 here. Well, I have to now, but that was the plan. Yeah. You've got to get 15 over the incoming though, and that's the hard thing some of the times. Whereas using that to get like 8 block next turn, if I don't have any other block cards to hold on to, I kind of want to hold on to an 18 block card. But I don't want to take damage. We can just apparition next turn if we need to. It's 4 damage. I mean, we're good, right? The deck's slow. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do, though, but it's just really slow. We just kept going Footwork because of calipers. Although it doesn't really have seemed... I mean, it was great in the axe. Did fine against the elites and everything. Yeah, this is way better than Workbloke. Yeah, it's a big deck, Parkers. Needs more feet work? Possibly. Slow. Okay. Close. Need to get that corpse explosion as well. And bird face turn would have been amazing. I think we're okay now, though. Get rid of that. want to see the corpse explosion. There it is. If we don't see it, we want to get poison up on that guy. Not cool game. Not cool. One turn. Alright. Nice. $22.59 is okay. Solid. I think we just rest here. Yeah. We don't have enough attacks for Envenom to do much. Could it be an energy card? And a backflip would have been amazing. So Panic Button's fine. But at least you get 15 block carryover. And it's not actually 2 turns, because this turn counts as 1. So you play it last this turn. And it's okay. Just doesn't get, I do have curses. I've got a decay. Oh well. It's alright. I'm not going to play a strike anyway. Plated armor might be better, yeah. We've got a lot of footworks and apparitions, so the panic button sort of doesn't have that need for that big oomph hit. Deflect is okay. We have 4 energy though, so deflect's not as... And we don't have any draw. Oh, we've got a single acrobatics. Maybe the deflect is fine then. Yeah. Yeah, especially in the first run through, we struggle a lot. Alright, so we just want to... Oh, dang. Okay, hang on. Oh, thanks, Balthamos. Appreciate it. We need to draw into defense. With the adrenaline, otherwise we lose a buffer. Dark Souls 3 is on sale? I've got it. It's a good game. We still use the adrenaline though against the player. Not like this. I'm not going to use a ghost in a jar just so I can play Noxious Fumes. And I'm still using the Essence of Steel though. There's no point keeping a piercing well because of the artifact. So. Techno bath, 9 months, dude.
It's been forever. How are y'all doing, Panz and chat?
Well, y'all doing great. How you been, man? 1. Okay. We have to get that damage up real quick. I take 3 damage, so I gotta weigh up whether I want health or if I want to risk having it cause problems next turn. Can you put a Twitch one in for that one, Naughty Pine 2, and put some details about the name? Thank you. I think we win. Footworks, pretty strong card. while to get the silent win after coming back. That's a meme deck. For the memes. What's the quickest way to kill the heart? Deal 200 damage on turn 1, 2, 3, and 4. How?
You're unbelievable.
Probably silent with thanks to Underbiddy's techno buff. E184. Reasonable score. Because with silent, if you have extra energy on turn 1 somehow, like whether it be an energy potion or adrenaline like what I had bottled, if you can get like usually some broken combo like getting down a decent amount of poison on turn 1, whether it be like a bouncing flask or 2 deadly poison pluses, and then bursting double catalyst, right? And then you just get 200 poison up straight away, and then all you have to do is survive the 2 turns that you're getting attacked. With Ironclad, it's going to be like a Dead Branch and Corruption, you know, or starting with Strength, whether it be a Strength pot or a Steroid pot with, you know, the mutagens, you know, so you get 8 Strength and then use an Artifact Potion, so you start with 8 Strength and do something like a Limit Break with a Headbutt and another Limit Break. Yeah, and get something like 32 Strength up straight away and then just pound in a couple of Sword Boomerangs each turn. I don't think we've had one that quick on defect. Like even the Chemical Zeus took turns because of the 200 cap. But I think defect's probably the hardest to do it in 4 turns. You need something really special to do it in 4 turns with defect. Whereas silence about just drawing your nuts on turn 1. And Ironclad, you can do it if you bottle a Corruption with Dead Branch. Almost. Yeah, fairly regularly. Wouldn't that be an achievement? Well, it's not. Maybe it could be. I mean, you do that on Ascension 1 then. I should restream the run. We did restream. We restreamed Chemical Zeus last week. I watched it and commented along with low def Panz. And then I went on a break. And low def Panz got up off the chair like 10 seconds later and went on a break. And so I came back down the hallway from the bathroom and I could see on the screen that the restream was on a break. I think there's a clip. Naughty Pine, do you have a clip? I mean, I'd let you make a command, but you know the drill.